At DSW, we ask the important questions, like, what shoes are you going to wear? Whether you're prepping for wedding season, festival season, or just planning the ultimate vacay, the right shoes can make or break an RSVP. So own the moment. You've got big plans, and we've got just the shoes. At the perfect price, of course. Get ready to get ready with Designer Shoe Warehouse. Head to your DSW store or dsw.com today and let us surprise you.
It's all over for you, loser.
What fresh hell?
Laughing in the face of motherhood.
Hashtag this can't be fixed.
With Margaret Abels
and Amy Wilson.
I would never get into bed wet.
A podcast that solves today's parenting dilemmas
so you don't have to.
You gotta take happiness where you can get it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to What Fresh Hell, Laughing in the Face of Motherhood. This is Amy.
And this is Margaret. And today we're accentuating the positive. We are talking about the weird things that make us really unreasonably happy.
Things we weirdly enjoy.
Steve Jobs was being like, we need this composition done, and it needs feeling of like hopefulness and the future and joy and strength and creativity. And it needs to be 0.85 seconds long. And it's the sound that your Apple computer makes when it turns on. It's like, ding.
Bong. Yeah, the chord, yeah.
Bong. That it was done by a composer and that he had a whole vision for the composition and that it's
just one
half
chord,
a note. That sound still gives me joy chills to this day. Apple products give me joy chills. And I'm really a sucker for all marketing because Pottery Barn gives me joy chills. Williams Sonoma, I go in there and I imagine the type of person I could be living in one of those like icy white apartments where everything matches and there's 4 beautiful like pastel books, which I open up and with my one always there perfect pen, I write my plans for the day. That aesthetic
makes you weirdly happy.
It makes me extremely happy. And I have to not engage with it because sometimes I find myself buying the 4 pastel books as if I'm going to then come home to the icy perfect Pottery Barn apartment. And then I come back to my own house and the books just make me angry.
It does make me weirdly happy when I look at my coffee table and the sort of objets that I have arranged on are there, but nothing else. Not my son's like leftover Chinese food and the 3 remotes and the dog's leash. It needs to be ready for the catalog.
Yes, but I can never be. And that's why I have to not embrace it because my middle schooler's new habit is taking off their socks and leaving them on whatever table they happen to be sitting at, whether that's the dining room table, a coffee table, an end table. And I do find myself becoming the mom from movies who is shrieking, what kind of monster thinks that I want to see your dirty socks on my dining room table?
On an eating surface. I don't think you're wrong. Fight that fight.
And this is the response I get. I'm sorry. As if like, okay, crazo.
As if you've never said it before. As if this is a new rule just now.
Are we animals? Like, who wants dirty socks where they eat? You're not 2. You're 14.
No feet where we eat has been established since 2016. No socks where we eat should just be like understood.
No socks. Mm-hmm. Socks do not rock. I mean, how do I market this, Amy? I don't know.
I want to go back to the bong of the Mac computer making you happy because that's one of my things that makes me weirdly happy. And I think it's because every time you shut down your computer, you open your computer, there's just a moment of like, is this it? Is this the end? And then it goes bong. And it's just like, it's going to be okay. Everything I ever wrote isn't lost. It's all still there. My computer still works.
Today is the day. Like the potential for everything lives in today's opening of the computer. It just signals a certain kind of endless potential, that sound to me.
Mine to me is like, it's more the reassurance, like, no, it's not broken. Like, I'm here for you. It's going to be okay. That's what I hear.
Yeah. You're not going to get that folder with the angry face with the X eyes and like the Mr. Poison folder.
What a way to let you know that your novel is gone.
Yeah. The mad folder who's like, it's all over for you, loser.
No, but the thing that makes me weirdly happy is my rice cooker. And here's why. Because I used to have a rice cooker that would sometimes work and sometimes not. Like they're kind of mysterious. Rice cookers, pressure cookers, all these things, right? You put them on that just says cooking and it's just sort of taking as long as it takes. And I had a rice cooker for some time that just was 50-50. It would be done and then you'd open it and sometimes you'd have rice and sometimes you'd have like dirty water and the hard rice on the bottom.
Well, you always had rice, but sometimes it was cooked and sometimes it was not. Yeah.
And you never knew. You had to wait for the sound and then you'd open it and half the time. So I think I've been scarred by that. So I finally got a new rice cooker. I got this like fancy Japanese rice cooker that, again, you press what you think is start, things that it says. They're not in Japanese, but they just don't make any sense. You know, it's like it says begin session instead of start or whatever. But you press it, and then once you do what it has deemed is the correct number of buttons, it sings Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. But when I have rice in this new rice cooker, I get again another like ding, 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 and perfect rice every time. Perfect rice. And that sound makes me weirdly happy.
I'm still using my college rice cooker. That's like the white pot that has one button and you just hit it and it always makes rice just fine for me.
The steam comes out. It's like there's a new pope. Like eventually it's like, yeah, there's rice.
Yeah, exactly. And then it keeps it warm and fluffy.
I've been scarred by the only half the time you actually have rice. My new rice cooker makes me weirdly, weirdly happy.
I love that for you. So, of course, we went to our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/whatfreshhellcast, asked the Hellions to tell us what made them weirdly happy. And many of these are joy chili for me as well.
We should give a shout out, first of all, to Sylvia in the Facebook group, because this was her idea.
Thanks, Sylvia. I would have just stolen your idea and not credited you. But look at Amy looking out for you.
Yeah. We said, we did this, but Sylvia did it first. She said, let's do an episode of weird things that make us happy. And this was a good one. One of mine, says Sylvia, is washing things that aren't part of the normal wash rotation, like pot holders, throw blankets, pet bedding. It just feels good.
I'm going to really try hard not to yuck people's yums, but I do not relate to the joy of that at all. I mean, I love Sylvia. First of all, I tried to steal your idea, tried not to credit you, and now I don't like your joy thing.
Now you're like, that doesn't make anybody really happy.
Yeah, Sylvia will be consulting on Kate's book, crying behind the scenes because I've done her wrong. But yeah, don't recognize that as something that makes you happy. But I do identify with Wendy's looking at the clock when all the digits are the same.
Yes. You feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah. 11:11. I just saw it this morning and I was like, it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. I only care about 11:11. I don't care about any other ones.
What did you wish for?
I can't tell you or it won't come true.
But it is a wish invitation. It's like a eyelash in your cheek.
Yeah. I usually try to say one word that's like, this is what I need this for.
You think to yourself, hashtag this can't be fixed. Hashtag.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because some days when I'm having a really bad day, I'll look at the clock and it's 11:10 and I'm like, all right, I'm just about to get my wish. And then I'll look back and it's 11:12 and I'm like, oh, I just cursed today.
I have an old Deluxe alert. Back in my day, odometers, cars used to have an actual like rolling odometer of the mileage. It wasn't just a digital display, which I guess would also be kind of exciting when it goes from 39999 to 40,000 miles, but it was actual numbers and you'd watch it rolling. My dad would basically almost get us all in a car accident. He'd be like, look, it's about to turn. And we'd all have to, attention must be paid.
Yeah, and then like 7 kids, because we didn't wear seatbelts, would like lean into the front seat all at once and start cheering.
For the moment the car got, significantly less in resale value. Yes.
Those were good times, friends. Good times. Let's all risk our lives to watch our car depreciate.
Right.
This will be fun, but it was.
Yay.
But it was. It was really fun.
I was weirdly happy.
I have one that I was just talking to one of my kids about. One of my kids has a habit. And I unfortunately last night really pointed it out to them. And now I'm kicking myself because I think they might stop doing it. Every time I call this kid's name, every single time they respond, me? And it just, they've been doing it since they were 3 years old. It's every single time. So I'm like, hey, and I use their name.
And you're calling them the right name.
Well, I'm calling them by their name. And similarly, they also have a habit where I say, have you done your homework? And they'll say, have I done my homework? Like they just repeat everything in this really adorable way. And I was joking with them about it last night. And unfortunately, I may have put the kibosh on it. Because when you point out something cute that a kid does and then they consciously stop doing it. Mm-hmm. But there is something so cute to me about me? Yeah, isn't that your name that I just called 2 seconds ago? It just gives me irrational joy. The way, me? Who, me? It's just so funny.
Or like the biscottis of the world, right? When the kids mispronounce things and...
Yeah, regularly truck. That was a big one from childhood, that there was only 2 kinds of trucks. Dump trucks and regularly trucks. Those were the only kind of trucks that existed when my kids were little.
And then someday some like great uncle is like, young man, it's pronounced regular. And you're like, want to throttle them. They've stolen your weird happiness.
Although you truly do not want a 12-year-old going around saying regularly truck. So I get it. It has to end at some point. But this kid and me, I don't know why. It just absolutely delights me. It tickles me.
Danielle has a weirdly happy thing that I have definitely heard before. The smell of rain. It's earthy, and I can't even explain why I like it, says Danielle, but it hits a core memory. This is a thing. I looked it up because I knew there was a name for it. It's called petrichor. Australian scientists in 1964 coined the word petrichor to describe the unique earthy smell of rain. It's caused by rainwater along with compounds like ozone, geosmin, and plant oils.
I have heard somebody say when you get that first couple drops of rain, smell that ozone. Like it's obviously something people know about, but I would agree that that is one of the greatest sensations in the world. And I know you'll fight me on this, but that feeling when it's about to snow is the same for me. Again, it's total joy chills. Like the half an hour before it starts to snow, I'm like a dog, like running in circles. I'm so excited.
I get that. I identify with like right before it starts to snow and while it's snowing. I was able to walk in the snow last month while I was at home with my extended family in Pennsylvania. And it was so quiet. And I looked that up too. And like when the snow is still falling and there was that sort of, dead still, it's because sound waves are like bumping into the snowflakes. And so they don't travel as far. So it's like that weird crunchy silence of snow falling. I know, it makes me weirdly happy.
We're in the Northeast and we have not had, we had a dusting one night of snow, but we have not really had a lick of snow. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, where is my critchy, crunchy snow? I need the silence and then the critchy, crunchy, critchy, crunchy. Oh, it's so delicious. We'll be right back with even more things that make us happy.
Hellions, it's time for some spring cleaning, and I don't just mean the coat closets. Doing your financial spring cleaning can actually be super easy when you let Monarch do your financial spring cleaning for you. One dashboard that gets your entire financial life organized. No more clutter, no more mess, no more logins scattered everywhere, just accounts, investments, property, and more, all in one place. Get your first year of Monarch for half off, just $50 with promo code FRESH. Monarch allows you to look not only at what you've already spent, but also to plan for the future. With Monarch, you can set savings goals, plan for big purchases, and notice spending trends before they become a problem. I can generate cash flow reports that show me what we spent this quarter, this month, what we're probably going to spend next month, and feel prepared, organized, and knowing how to plan for the future. No more surprises and a lot more clarity. Try Monarch. Use code FRESH at monarch.com to get your first year half off at just $50. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code FRESH. My favorite skincare products actually feel more like self-care, like they're so nice to put on and they smell so good that I'm actually happy when I get to that part of my day. And I swear that is how I feel about Osea's anti-aging body balm.
Amy, you are usually the lotions and potions queen on this podcast, but I have to say, hard agree.
Osea's anti-aging body balm is a liquid silk body balm that combines the lasting hydration of a lotion with the firming power of a serum, leaving skin smoother and firmer.
This body balm is clinically tested and designed to deliver visible results you can see and feel.
So we've gotten to use this product for a couple of months now, and I swear I have really noticed firmer and smoother skin, like on the back of my hands. It's like getting a mini spa treatment from head to toe.
Get a spring-worthy glow with clean, clinically tested skincare from Osea. And right now, we have a special discount just for our listeners.
Get 10% off your first order site-wide with code FRESH at OseaMalibu.com.
That's 10% off your first order with code FRESH at OSEAMalibu.com.
Ruth says she loves the smell of when her heated blanket kicks on. I loved that because it was so specific.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm not a heated blanket person, but
one thing I struggle with heated blankets, the lifespan of the heated blanket has turned me off. Like I've had 4 of them and I don't know, I can't get a heated blanket that works.
You know, it's funny. Your rice cooker has just been with you for decades, but the heated blankets, they let you down.
Yeah, my rice cooker never fails. But the heated blankets, something about the connection always goes wrong. And I like the ones, there's some that have like wires that run all through them that are like, they bother me. Like I'm the princess in the pea. Like if I could feel the wire, I don't like it. I'm high maintenance and unhappy. I have not found a good heated blanket.
Bree says she likes walking through the neighborhood and smelling dryer exhaust. That's a great one. That makes her weirdly happy. She says bonus points if it's a load run with bleach in it.
I have the exact opposite of this.
Yeah, you don't like that?
My happy smell, and it's probably a source of concern, but I waited tables and bartended for years when I was a young person. There's a sensation when you open, you go into the bar or restaurant, you're the first person in there and you're by yourself. There is a very specific smell that is closed bar. And it's mostly, I think, because normally that smell is masked by all the people. But when I walk by a closed bar with an open door and I get that hit of like sticky old alcohol and cigarettes, I love that smell. I love it. It's just a sense memory thing of like opening the bar, you know, and being alone in the bar. It just gives me a happy feeling. I like it.
I had to skip ahead in my list here to go to Emily, who says that her thing that makes her weirdly happy is closing up the kitchen after dinner, especially if it was a really good meal. Less about the smell than the countertops, I think. But she has a satisfaction that comes from closing time. And she said closing up, and it made me think of you. She clearly worked in a restaurant at some point.
Yeah. There is something about a restaurant. They say that this is what drives people insane at work too, is like it's every day's the same. It's Groundhog Day. Like you go and it's clean and then you run the paces and everybody comes in and then it's crazy and then you wipe it all down and you close the doors and it's back to one. It's like it's very cyclical, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you could choose to find that maddening or like deeply satisfying, right? Like, and put the sponge back next to the sink. And I'm going to try to get more like Emily about that. I can't say it makes me weirdly happy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get it at all. I look at it. It just definitely doesn't bring me any joy. No.
Tara Lynn has a really good one that I don't identify with, but I get that this would be for some people. Tara Lynn says, assembling anything. New Ikea bed frame, let me at it. Slot car racetrack, all over it. Hubby wants a new lap pull machine in the garage. I got this. The worse the instructions, Tara Lynn says, the better the challenge and the happier I will feel when it's done.
My sister Anne has this gene and I am exactly the opposite. Whatever the brain, there's two things in the world that people say sometimes like, oh, well, you're just telling yourself the story. You can't do it. I don't care anymore. I can't do these things and I'm never going to be able to do them.
Because it's true. That's why I tell myself that story.
Assembling anything 3D off of instructions on paper, I cannot do it. I would have to watch a video of someone putting it together. I can mimic their movements, but I cannot translate from paper. And the other example of this, I cannot read the instructions for a game and then figure out how to play that game. Reading instructions on a board game, I cannot translate that into real life. I just have never been able to do it.
Along with the pacemaker, one of the great miracles of modern life is that you can go on YouTube now and learn how to change a vacuum cleaner bag or how to play exploding kittens or whatever, that you don't have to read the instructions anymore. Somebody can just show you how to do it.
Exactly. No, I cannot do it. I have to watch another person do it in order to be able to do it successfully.
Or else have Tara Lynn come over.
Tara Lynn, you're on my speed dial.
Tara Lynn, like when she's like, the worse the instructions, the more I love it. See, that's where I would get stuck. I'm like, why are these instructions so bad? How could you have put this product out like this? Terrible people.
No, my husband is like this too. He likes to figure it. I mean, he's an engineer, but like he loves the puzzle of it. So not interesting to me.
What about Mariah, who says being the first person to open a peanut butter jar makes her weirdly happy?
Smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy, as the song says. And we use a particular brand. I won't call them out because I don't want a lawsuit over this. I don't feel that strongly about it, Amy. But the peel away papery thing, it should peel off in one piece. But it peels off only in the middle. And then you've got to chase the edges and then it's not satisfying. If it would peel off in one piece and then I dug the knife in.
You're still mad.
Yeah, I'm mad about it. Do your kids follow TikTok and other accounts that are called satisfying videos? Are you aware of this trend?
No.
So there's a whole genre of, I guess, like short videos, like TikTok-y, YouTube, called satisfying videos. And it's like somebody digging a knife into peanut butter. or a hot knife, like cutting styrofoam into equal sized squares.
It's basically this episode.
Yes, exactly. It's, what is that called? Like EMDR or do you know what I'm talking about? It's like the thing that gives you hair tingles because you're happy.
ASMR.
ASMR. There you go.
Mandy has a good one. She says cutting butter into cubes when it is at the exact right temperature, not hard, but not too soft, which is very hard to find, as you know. Mandy's daughter agrees with her that that is a sensory delight.
This is exactly what my kids are talking about when they say so satisfying. And it's just funny. Like 10 times a day, they'll be like, oh, that's so satisfying. It's just a funny thing that people have developed. But yes, I would agree that the elusive right temperature butter, though, hard to find.
My grandmother, who coined the term tweet, I wish that she was here to enjoy how much we say it, but she'd get her butter, it was probably margarine because it was the 70s. She'd get it out of the refrigerator, and she taught me how you can run the butter knife across the top and make these like roses of super thin. That makes me weirdly happy. The butter has to be pretty cold. And my kids think I'm a wizard when I do that. Like, still, my kids are big. Like, they can't believe my gift.
Your butter skills are just totally on fleek, Amy.
My butter rose making gift, it makes me weirdly happy. I should have led with that.
We might have to have video evidence of that. I want you to record that for the Facebook channel. You need to show us, please show us how you make butter roses. Because every inquiring mind's definitely, we might have to make that a bonus episode because, I mean, that is too valuable to just give away for free. My God.
You're right. I can't give that content away for free.
Becky says shoveling the driveway. Don't you dare drive on it before I get to shovel it. The clean shovel marks as you go are so satisfying. Again, a lot of people are tapping into this, like that perfect cube that you pull out of the snow. I mean, it's not my fave. It's not my fave at all.
You know, I live in New York City. I don't have to shovel. I mean, it's one of the top benefits. I like a shoveled sidewalk. I mean, I like it. Like, I understand, like, it's like the lines in the carpet. We had somebody say that, like, when I vacuum, I want the lines in the carpet, and then they actually, like, grid and go back the other way. It's order. It's temporary, to be sure, but you made something pretty.
I think what we're learning is that we are all being slowly mentally crushed by disorder, and these small victories are what is keeping us going. Like if you can get the hatch marks in the rug, or you can shovel the perfect thing of snow, or you can be the first one into the peanut butter. So much of our lives is like a peanut butter jar with peanut butter spilling over the side, and there's like a lump of jelly in it, and there's like 4 crumbs in it from people reusing the same knives. And that's our everyday.
Yes.
So the occasional lift of a clean scoop of peanut butter is just making us really happy. God bless us all. We need it.
This is related to that point. Kate says what makes her weirdly happy is secretly throwing out the little trinket toys my kids collect. McDonald's toys, party favors, etc. Getting that junk out of sight is wonderful.
I find this to be very true, and especially now my kids are older, and I will say McDonald's toys leave your life at some point. God bless it. Like, I have not had to deal with a McDonald's toy in 2 or 3 years. But when our playroom, when the kids were little and we had a million different systems and the grid with the fabric boxes in it, you know what I'm talking about? And then one would be called dolls, and one would be called Legos, and one would be called art supplies. And then 3 days in, everything's mixed and matched, and the bottom, and in everything is 6 broken McDonald's toys. Taking the morning and redoing all of those buckets and having the feeling of, for at least an hour, I know what is in every bucket. Order has been restored is such a satisfying feeling. And like the little food crumbs are out, like they're back to one. I know that it's all going to fall apart again, but I don't care. It still feels so good.
Yeah, that was always like a good, like rainy Saturday morning job. We're taking it all out and we're putting the puzzle piece with the puzzle and the horse with the other horse. Yeah. Just for 15 minutes, and then it's all a mess again.
Yeah, I'm at a stage right now, I was just saying this to my husband, especially with my kids' rooms and stuff. I don't know what's up there at all because they clean their own rooms, but they just clean it by kind of putting all the junk where I can't see it. Mm-hmm. And that it gives me like an itchy under my fingernails feeling to know that it's not really clean. It's just
hidden,
put away. I wrote a show a long time ago that I performed at some fringe festivals, and it had this long monologue. And it was about entropy, like things in order, staying in order, and like the world is always falling to chaos, falling to ruin. Basically like a house left alone, right? Like the trees start to grow up through it. Like everything is always trying to be destroyed, basically.
Back to the jungle. Yeah.
Yes. And that a house is so alive in that way that when you can set it back to right, there is something so satisfying and life affirming about it. It's back. It's back to one.
Christine says the week after a good detailing of her car, I'll offer to drive everywhere to create the illusion that my car looks like this more than 6 days a year. I love it. Like a car detailing. Oh my gosh. I'd prefer that to a facial or massage for me. Somebody to get all like the crumbs out of the crannies in the car.
I'm not aware of this thing. You take it somewhere and they do this for you.
Oh, yeah. You take it in for like your 40K checkup.
See, I vacuum out the car like once a year and they clean it out for you.
Yeah. I mean, you have to get your crap. Well, they'll put it all in a bag or something if you have McDonald's toys around or whatever. But yes, for a price, they will get your car as in like ready to sell it to somebody else, like used car, perfect condition.
Do they write you a mean note about how gross you are after they do it?
Yeah, you'd have to be like, they've definitely seen worse than this. This is definitely fine. This is definitely normal. But yeah, like the spilled Coke or whatever isn't there anymore.
They don't care.
No.
Wow. Car detailing. I've heard this phrase, but I've never had it done. Interior detailing.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I know what I'm getting Margaret for her birthday, which is far away still.
I know. Maybe you have to get it for me for Mother's Day, because now that I know, I can't wait until September.
It's so good.
Huge news, people. Wow. All right. This has already been the big revelation of the show, but we will go back and keep trying to find more things that can make us happy.
All my kids learned to swim when they were little. It was super important to me that they be confident and safe in the water. There was only one problem with that: taking them to swim lessons. I mean, the pools were freezing. There were always cranky adults doing laps right there. And it was definitely not, for any of us, what you would call fun.
Amy, heard. But now there's Goldfish Swim School. Goldfish takes a really thoughtful approach to swim lessons, combining research-based teaching with a warm, kid-friendly environment that actually helps kids thrive in the water.
Every detail at Goldfish is thoughtfully designed to create a golden experience, from shiver-free, warm indoor pools to comfy waiting areas for parents to professionally trained lifeguards on deck.
Goldfish uses an approach called the science of swim play, which combines guided play with proven teaching techniques to help kids learn to swim, build water safety skills, and gain confidence, all at their own pace. Lessons are designed to meet kids exactly where they're at.
If you've been thinking about swim lessons or just wondering where to start, this is a great opportunity. Right now, Goldfish Swim School is offering a waived membership plus your child's first lesson free at participating locations.
Just visit goldfishswimschool.com/free to find a location near you and enroll using promo code FREE.
That's goldfishswimschool.com/free, promo code FREE.
Amy, when I'm having a good hair day, it usually makes my whole day better. And that's why on every day, I'm taking Nutrafol.
Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are peer-reviewed, NSF certified for sport, and clinically tested.
Nutrafol offers multiple formulas for men and women, tailored to different life stages and lifestyle factors, so you get support that's actually right for you. Adding Nutrafol to your daily routine is easy. Order online, no prescription needed, with automated deliveries and free shipping to keep you on track.
Let your hair be one less thing to worry about. See visibly thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair in 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol.
For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code LAUGHING.
That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code LAUGHING.
And now, some things we absolutely do not enjoy.
From the What Fresh Hell podcast.
Children who call me bruh, bro, or dude. Seriously, when did that become a thing?
Midterms. Instead of binging Love Island, you'll be spending your evening trying to drill facts about early river valley civilizations into your 7th grader's head.
Dinner. Yes, you have to make it again tonight. No, you don't have any ideas. And yes, you did make a New Year's resolution to stop ordering pizza 3 times a week.
Mornings with school-aged kids. All the cold, tired, miserable slog of regular mornings, now with 90% more shrieks of, "Why are you rushing me, Mom?"
Imaginative play. Okay, listen, kid. I've been pretending that you're a dog for 6.5 minutes now. I'm done for the day, Rover.
Mouth sounds. If you have to eat, I must insist you figure out how to do it silently.
This has been Some Things We Absolutely Do Not Enjoy
from the What Fresh Hell podcast. Nikki has one, another one I love and I wish I thought of. She says, you go on YouTube and you search for cozy winter cabin, cozy Christmas, cozy coffee shop, and you get an endless array of lovely scenes to stream on your TV. It brings me a ridiculous amount of happiness, and you know what? I'm continuing it. I use this for myself while I'm writing and need to concentrate for white noise. They have ones that are called Charles Dickens Workshop or cozy Montana cabin with snow falling and the fire going. He can get really specific about the sound, and it's a pretty fireplace or whatever, but it is the most zen, relaxing stuff to look at. And Nikki says she streams it on her TV. And it makes her weirdly happy.
This is hilarious to me. You people are such weirdos, but I love it. We went to my sister-in-law's at Christmas, and she has one of those giant, crazy, Costco TVs that's the size of an oldie-timey movie screen. And she had a fire, a Yule log, a burning Christmas fire on it. We walked in and we were definitely kind of goofing on it. And then we were all sitting around it and it was so cozy and merry. And it's hilarious. It's a TV screen.
Right.
But why was it so satisfying? This reminds me of back in the day. I mean, again, oldie-timey, but when I first had a color computer, a computer that had a screen that was in color, I found a little script or something that you could run, and it was snow that fell on your desktop. It was just gently falling snow. And then every couple of minutes, Santa would come across in the sleigh. And it was just a desktop screensaver.
Super realistic. Yeah.
I thought it was the greatest thing. I would so look forward to turning it on in December. I could turn on my snow screensaver with Santa. It was the greatest holiday thing of my life. I was probably in my 20s. Now it's you could be transported truly anywhere in the world with your screen. But it's jolly to me.
Robin says what makes her weirdly happy is seeing sausage dogs in sweaters. She says really any dog in a sweater, but especially wiener dogs.
Wiener dogs in a sweater. Again, not my thing, but I'm glad.
Wouldn't make you mad.
No, it would not make me happy. I feel it's completely neutral for me. A dog in a sweater brings me no happiness.
It's Chris Farley, fat man in a little coat.
But I get why it would for other people. Not for me. Not my jam, as they say. Justine says, if I have a rare evening shower and I'm all moisturized and smelling heavenly, and then I get into bed with clean sheets, this moment is basically equivalent to having a spa day.
I'd rather have a detailed car, but I'll take it.
Seems maybe a little slimy to me, moisturized and then in sheets. It seems a little gummy to me, potentially. You do you, Justine.
Somebody else said if you shaved your legs and you moisturized, it's shh, you're really happy.
I get it. It's you're a human burrito. You're slipping between the sheets.
Do you shower in the evening or the morning? I can't believe I don't know this about you.
Afternoon. Amy, one thing I think we have established about me, I do not like to be wet. I'm like a cat. I do not like to be wet. Although I just saw something on Twitter that said that's a myth about cats.
You go in the hot tub all the time. You confuse me. You contain multitudes.
I like to be warm, but I don't like to be wet. And so, yes, the hot tub, I would never put my head under. Wet hair is to me the most uncomfortable sensation in the world. So I only shower in the afternoon. Late morning or afternoon is my only time to shower. I would never, if I shower at night, I would never get into bed wet. I would rather confess to crimes. Sleeping while wet is impossible, as they say.
She's not wet. She just has moisturized legs, but you're worried that there's any sort of anything on the skin. You're saying any barrier.
No, I'm just saying I wouldn't take a shower at night because I don't want to get into bed wet. Sleeping with wet hair, impossible, ridiculous. No, I've moved on from the moisturized sheets, which I also don't really relate to. I take a shower during the day when I know I have enough time to get fully dry and dry my hair.
Delaney, I love this one because it's like a feeling of superiority that's inherent in this one. She says it makes her weirdly happy to see a glowy red open sign in a store that is clearly closed.
That's funny.
Like, I'm smarter than you, store. That's inherently contradictory. I get it. I would like that too, I think.
I feel like in general, neon signs are very happy for me. I think that neon signs are great. It's become like everyone can have their own neon sign. But when I was little, I would like write in my journal about this. The idea of having a neon sign in my house, that to me was like the epitome. There used to be a show called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And sometimes the rich and famous people would have their own neon signs in their house. And to me, that was the pinnacle of glamour and sophistication. Like
you've made it when.
You've made it when. Like you can keep your private plane. You can keep your Ferraris. I wanted a neon sign that said Meg's room. That to me was... Forget the gold toilet. A neon sign was the ultimate sign of luxury. The other thing that went in this category for me was a van that had like a wolf or like a rainbow or outer space fantasy scene painted on the side. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yes, I do.
We call them fantasy vans, which is a strange name, but I really thought that neon and fantasy vans were the epitome of like, you're really somebody. Because apparently I did not have good taste.
People are like, what is she talking about? Who's the guy on PBS? Who's the guy with the huge hair that would paint and just talk calmly? And he would like paint forest scenes the whole time.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. It was like a Bob Ross painting on the side of a van, usually with a wolf howling at the moon. That was usually part of it. That was classy.
We will coerce Erica, who works on the show,
a fantasy van,
to find some images of fantasy vans to link for you. I just was Googling it as we were talking, and there is a beer now, like a hipster IPA called Fantasy Van. Like, I'm not the only one. All children of the 70s, 80s wanted a fantasy van.
I mean, I know what you're talking about. I hadn't heard the term.
It would have like a unicorn and like spray painted. It was 3D.
It was like the T-shirts you'd get down the shore with your initials ironed onto it, airbrushed, except on a car. Sounds classy.
But now that I'm old, unfortunately, like where dreams go to die, I no longer want a neon sign or a fantasy van. I only wanted them when I was young.
My 11-year-old nephew, for Christmas, he had a really good Google Doc of all his Christmas gifts that he wanted for the year. It was a long list, but definitely like atop the list was his name, a neon sign of his name for his room. So some things last.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad someone's dream came true in this lifetime, Amy.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure he got it, but he's wishing. He's still wishing. And
okay. I hope for him that he did.
Can I land the plane for you? Just that wish could be making him weirdly happy. You got to take happiness where you can get it.
Yes. Oh, we should do a whole episode. I was just thinking this again at Christmas and just having some more like mature conversations with my older kids. Wishing for things is better than getting things. Like that's a whole episode in itself.
All right.
Because it's true. Like no one sent me a neon sign. I don't want one anymore. I liked wanting one more than ever having one for sure. What was I actually going to do with a fantasy van? Nothing, as it turned out. But Amy, one thing that I do want, it's more than a wish, is for people to subscribe to our newsletter, Amy.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to do. I'll put the link in the show notes right where you're listening right now. Just go tap, and then you get once a month, you get all our favorite episodes from the last month. You get a recipe or a book or a TV show, something you have not heard about on this show, pictures of fantasy vans. I mean, I don't even know what it will be, but things, my favorite body lotion, where you can get your car detailed. It's all going to be in the next newsletter.
There you go. What car detailing is, which I think is only news to me. It apparently seems like something other people have heard of, but it'll be news to you.
You don't know what you need to know.
No. So check the show notes and you'll see a link of how to sign up for our newsletter. And please do that.
Yeah.
That would be a small thing that would make us happy. And with that, Amy, we'll talk to everyone next week.
So long.